Hello, my friends. How are we today? So let me give you a little update on what's going on. So far, I've had 3 cancellations by 2 different people for someone to come in my home and let me know what I'm dealing with. So it tells me that whatever this is trying to hinder that from happening. I know it sounds crazy, but it can happen. So I found a couple. They're from my city. My daughter's friend actually recommended I watch one of their videos, as one of their videos was about her aunt that had passed, and she had passed in their apartment, and somehow they connected with my daughter's friend's mother, and they went there, and they said that they tried to send her to the light. I don't know how they do that. I'm not that much into this stuff. So anyway, hopefully that was what happened. So I decided to reach out to them. 1, because they're in my city. 2, because I saw a video of them talking about how, they just met with a priest, and he gave them a lot of tips on how to do cleansings and protection, and how they were doing some things wrong. And so I figure they know what they're talking about. They've studied a lot of this stuff. They've lived it themselves. And that is another reason why they're only out to help people like myself who are going through this and don't understand why. I honestly, in retrospect, I know God is not pleased with me for doing what I did, okay? But I think I had to do that in order to get where I am now. In other words, if I wouldn't have gone to the Lizzie Borden house, if I wasn't planning on going to the Conjuring house, I would have never caught this stuff in my house. I would have never known I had something in my house. I do feel like it's evil. I don't know if it's a demon. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't look nice. I've already said this. I can feel it. Obviously, if it's hissing and growling and breathing in my mother's ear at night, it's not nice. Nothing here is nice, guys. I've said that. I really feel like everything that's here is here for a reason, and I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe humans can get stuck here. I don't know, but I believe what the Bible says, and that it's all demons acting like familiar spirits. Do I feel like it's a demon? I do feel like it's a demon. I also feel like it's been there for a long time, and we just didn't know. As I've said before, my daughter has all the signs of an attachment. I'm still struggling with some stuff that is hindering me from getting closer with God, getting that full relationship with Him. I feel a blockage at times. I've been feeling that for a while. Again, I don't have the answers to how this thing got in my house. I don't know if I brought it home. I don't know if it's always been there. I don't know if there was something there and we brought more back. I don't know. But I do know that if you are a believer, they will show themselves to you. They will try to get your attention one way or another, whether you're going to ignore it. Like at my work, the lights flickering, the stove blowing up, my phone thing catching on fire. This big surge one night where I thought someone stuck their finger in a light socket, and then calling me at the fire department and feeling like a fool when they come and there's nothing wrong. Well, there was a couple minutes ago, an hour ago now, by the time I had called them and got evacuated the house and all that stuff. But had several electricians come in. There's nothing wrong. Well, there's something wrong, because lights don't just flicker like that, and things don't just happen like that. It was one thing after another. I've heard doors opening at night. I've heard bangs. I hear creaking in the attic, which nobody can get access to the attic, really. We were told by the fire department that there was a bunch of fur up there, that he thought we had a cat up there. And our maintenance guy, God rest his soul, he just passed not that long ago, and we really do miss him. He was really, really great to our ladies. Didn't deserve to go that early. Had a daughter and just got married. And it sucks. It sucks. Like, you know, when people die unexpectedly. But anyway, you know, there was a little part in the roof where he thought maybe a cat could have gotten in, and he fixed it. So I don't know what could be up there, how it got up there. We don't have a basement. I don't know, guys. I've just experienced stuff there, and I've always felt there was something present at my workplace. And anybody that's done an overnight there and worked alone there has said the same thing. Almost everybody. I've had coworkers say they've seen things, black shadows, and we are in a town where it was known for a lot of Indian, I don't know, like it's Indian territory. So anything could be there. I mean, these houses could be built on sacred land, or it just could have hauntings. I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm not an expert on this stuff, but I'm never going to probably figure out why it's here. It's probably never going to tell the truth. Hopefully these people can help me, because I'm getting really, really stressed out. I'm better with going in the house, and I'm not as anxious or scared. I'm pretending that it's not there, but I know it's there, and I can't get it out of the back of my mind. I can't get the image of the man's face out of my mind. I can't get the sound of the hiss out of my mind. It's crazy. It's crazy. I feel like I'm in a dream. It's nuts. So what's happening in the real world? So I just saw an article. Now tell me if this makes sense, okay? And we were saying this, people like myself, months back, and they were saying, no, that's false. Fact check, false. Misinformation, shutting your channel, you're getting banned, all this nonsense that I went through for speaking about this particular situation. A high rate in death right now in the protected people, okay? How does that even make any sense? Oh, well, it's because they didn't go get their rooster. That still doesn't make any sense, because if it's a high rate of people that have had that, then that means the theory is correct, that it is indeed beating down your immune system with every single one of those you put in your body. And not only that, is it's causing other ailments that you may not know about for 3, 4, 5 years down the road. Some people are figuring it out right away, unfortunately. We've had a lot of that. But isn't that funny how they said that was false? When people were saying that months back, that the people in the hospitals were really the people that were protected. Then they changed the way they considered one protected, right? You had to have both, and you had to be 2 weeks post your last one to be marked and documented as protected. So that's a lie, right? Because they still got the thing, right? And they still ended up in the hospital, so it makes no sense. Just like on the TV with their doublespeak saying, you can still catch it, you can still spread it, but go get it so you don't kill your neighbor. How does that make any sense? They just totally contradict it. But you know what everybody hears out of that whole entire sentence? Don't kill your neighbor. And that's why people ran to get it. That's why people are still isolated today. That's why people are still wearing this garbage today. And you can simply go look it up for yourselves. Spanish FLU, and put this in. And you should be able to find the article that I found stating they knew then that this was not going to do anything. Do you know what this does? It further destroys your immunity. The further you are away from germs and people and just crowds and things your body's been used to. Look back at things that we used to do. Look back at the things that we would look at now and go, oh my God, that's disgusting. Look how dirty your hands were when she touched that or did that, right? We didn't think about stuff like this. Now suddenly I find myself grossed out everywhere I go. I want everything sanitized. I want everything clean. If it's not clean, it's crazy. It's crazy how even someone like myself has become obsessed with this cleanliness and no germs at all. Like, no germs. My hands are hand sanitized 85 times a day. I mean, it's not good. It takes the good bacteria off your hands. That fights the bad bacteria. So now what do? And this is why people are getting sick. Not only that, is because if you follow the pattern, like I've told you before, every single time they put out a product, here comes a new V. Every single time from the beginning, from the very first time they put one of these products out, here came a new V. Cases start going down, they put out a new V. Here comes another V. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call them both Vs, but they put out a new, protection. I'll call it the protection. Every single time, without fail, cases went up. Now, does that make sense? Why is it places like Sweden, where they were all protected, cases were going up, deaths were going up? Makes no sense, guys. 30% efficacy. Remember that. That is your truth. 30% efficacy. Hiding data for 70 years. That has to be a huge red flag for people. Unless they don't believe it, but you can go look this stuff up. You can find that this is true. They really wanted to hide data for 70 years. I mean, but yet we still have people running for this stuff. I don't get it. I don't understand. I do understand because people are listening to their television, and that's all they're listening to. They won't go do their own research. They won't look outside that box. That boob tube. The idiot box, if we want to call it, right? Makes us all into idiots, just like these phones have done to us, just like all the electronics have done to us. They've made us lazy. They've dumbed us down. That's facts, guys. Facts, facts, facts. But anyway, I will keep you guys posted. I know Tuesday is a long time away. It's only Thursday. I am going to the Conjuring House. I decided I'm going to go, but I am not ghost hunting. This couple just told me it's not that bad. It's not that haunted. I've heard other people say otherwise. I don't know. See, this is what I mean. Everybody says something different. The worst thing I could have done is reach out to too many people because everybody's telling me something different. The one woman I wanted to come here is the one that couldn't make it. And I felt like a burden. I didn't want to keep bugging her because it'd be 2 or 3 days without an answer back if she was coming or not. And I had to jump on the first thing that I could get, and that's this couple. And they're coming on Tuesday. Again, they sound really sincere. I just hope nothing bad happens because they said it can be dangerous. Things can get worse after I do this. And I have to live here and deal with it until they can get in here and help me clean it out. Which, don't know how long that's going to take. Parasite that controls cats' minds. I just can't. This world is just getting crazier. Did you guys hear about the ghost bugs? Ghost bugs. You don't see them, but they bite and they get itchy, but they're not deadly or anything, so don't worry. They're just ghost bugs. Where did that come from? I've never heard of such a thing in my entire life. Have you? A ghost bug? Massachusetts and I believe New York has them. Why doesn't everywhere have them? I don't know, but we have ghost bugs. You have more than ghost bugs, guys. We have spirits trying to get into your home, trying to get into your life. Please be aware. This isn't just because I went ghost hunting, guys. Something has happened. There's been a switch. There's been a shift. The veil has been thinned. They've opened up some kind of portal. I'm telling you. I am telling you. It cannot be this easy to have something attached to you like this. I don't know. I don't know, guys, but just be careful. Be careful what you're listening to. Be careful what you're watching. Be careful what you're doing. Virtual reality is big for these things. Any electronics. Any. All you got to do is invite them in. Which way you do that? There's many different ways. You have to go and search that information and find it and understand it and try to keep these things out of your life because I feel like this is going to be a little complicated and it might get a little messy, but I got to do what I got to do. I can't live in my house like this with feels like a stranger has taken over my home. It's just nuts. Anyway, guys, I will keep you posted. Please pray for my family. Please. I don't ask for much, but if you pray, please pray for us to be protected through this. Pray for this couple to be protected because anything could happen to them. They have a little girl at home too. I would feel awful if something happened. But I'm thinking positive. God defeats all. So I have God on my side. That's all I need. All right, guys, stay healthy, stay blessed, and I will be in touch.